Hello everyone and welcome to the lecture on AWS Management Console. So this lecture will contain all these topics. What is AWS Management Console? Widgets, settings, change password, my applications, AWS Management Console private access, and launching AWS Cloud Shell from AWS Management Console. So what is AWS Management Console? The AWS Management Console is a web-based application that provides users with centralized access to the broad range of AWS services included in the AWS platform. It offers easy navigation and allows users to perform various AWS related tasks such as launching EC2 instances, setting up load balancers, and managing Amazon Simple Storage Service S3 buckets. So key features and benefits. First, customizable homepage. Users can add, remove, and rearrange widgets such as recently visited, AWS Health, AWS Trusted Advisor to tailor their homepage to their needs. Centralized view. The console provides a unified view of all AWS resources, making it easy to manage and monitor them. Service discovery and configuration. Users can discover and experiment with over 150 AWS services, many of which can be tried for free. Resource management. Users can manage and monitor resources such as Elastic Compute Cloud, EC2, cloud storage, and computing infrastructure. Security and compliance. The console supports AWS Identity and Access Management (IAM) for secure access and management of resources. Educational resources. The console includes wizards and workflows to help users adapt to the cloud and manage their resources effectively. Mobile app. The AWS Console mobile app allows users to perform operational tasks from mobile devices. Multi-region support. Users can select regions and availability zones from region-specific services. So this is how it looks like when you log in first time. So this is all widgets like recently visited, applications, welcome to AWS Health, cost and usage. So this is the homepage. If you click on the hamburger, you will see all the services being listed. And here also, if you click services, you will see all the services being listed. Then you have service search. You can search for the AWS service from over here. And this is all widgets. And there is a Cloud Shell, which I'll also talk about. And you can provide feedback and privacy terms and cookie preferences. So this is the basic. And here in this screenshot, you can see I am in the North Virginia region. So I have specific to first you have to select a region. So by default, it will remember what it was. What region you last selected, or what was last visited region. It will select for you, and herein it will show you the account ID or the alias. I have set an alias, so it's showing my alias. This is not my name, it is my account alias, AWS account alias. And if I just scroll down, I will see some other widgets like solutions. So this is about educational widgets like Explore AWS, security related widgets, Trusted Advisor, announcement, and recent AWS blog. So all these widgets will be there on your homepage. You can customize it. You can add my applications, which I will talk about in future slides. So first is widgets. The AWS Management Console includes a variety of widgets that help users navigate and manage their AWS services and resources efficiently. These widgets can be customized to display the information and services most relevant to the user's needs. And here is a comprehensive list of widgets available in AWS Management Console. First one is AWS Health. This widget provide information on events that might affect your AWS infrastructure and account, helping you stay informed about potential issues and take proactive measures to mitigate them. Next widget is cost and usage. This widget offers an overview of service cost, breaking them down by AWS service, allowing you to track and manage your expenses effectively. Next widget is favorites. This widget lists your favorite AWS services, making it easy to access frequently used services quickly. Recently visited widget. This widget displays a list of the top recently visited AWS services, helping you quickly access services you have used recently. Next widget is Trusted Advisor. This widget provides recommendations to follow AWS best practices, ensuring your AWS environment is optimized and secure. Applications. This widget, introduced in 2022, allows you to quickly access and manage applications in AWS Systems Manager, Application Manager. You can view application resources, cost and related data, as well as take action on resources using AWS Cost Explorer, CloudWatch alarms and more. AWS Cloud Shell. This widget launches a browser-based shell environment that is pre-authenticated with your Cloud Console credentials, enabling you to execute AWS CLI commands or script using AWS CDK from your browser. AWS Search. This widget allows you to search various locations in AWS for matching text, displaying related information such as services, features, blogs, documentation and more. AWS Service Selector. This widget displays various AWS services and groups, making it easy to navigate and select the service you need. My Applications. This widget on the console homepage allows you to access and manage your applications, view key metrics and create new applications. And these widgets can be added, removed and rearranged to suit individual preferences, ensuring a customized and efficient experience for managing AWS services and resources. Okay, next we'll see the settings. So you can configure settings and defaults such as display, language and region from the AWS Management Console unified settings page. The visual mode and default language can also be set directly from the navigation bar. These changes apply to all service consoles. Localization and default region. Language lets you select the default language for the console text. Default region lets you select a default region that applies each time you log in. You can select any of the available regions for your account. You can also select the last used region as your default. Next is about display. So visual mode lets you set your console to light mode, dark mode or the default display mode of your browser. Dark mode is a beta feature and might not apply across all AWS Service Console. Favorites bar display toggles the favorites bar display between the full service name with its icon or only the service icon. Favorites bar icon size toggles the size of the service icon on the favorites bar display between small, which is 16 by 16, or large, and like it toggle between small and large, which is 24 by 24 pixel. Then settings management. It remembers recently visited services. Settings management. So you can have this as an option. Remember recently visited services lets you choose if AWS Management Console remembers your recently visited services. Turning this off also deletes your recently visited services history. So you will no longer see recently visited services in the service menu, AWS Console mobile application or on console home widgets. So next is about change password. So on the Management Console you can change password. So basically you sign into Management Console, navigation bar, choose your account name. This is the AWS account name. Select security credentials, enter your current password, enter the new password, and here are the password policies, default password policy. So if it is AWS account type, if it is IAM user, there's a button choose change password. If it's a root user, it will say save changes, and you set the new password. Next feature is My Applications. So My Application is an extension of AWS Management Console that helps users manage and monitor the cost, health, security posture and performance of their applications on AWS. It provides a centralized view of all applications in an account, key metrics across all applications, and overview of cost, security and operations metrics and insights from multiple service consoles. So the key features are create applications. So users can create new applications and organize their resources. The application is automatically shown in My Application widgets. There is a widget which is called as My Applications, and under that you can create, delete, manage, modify the applications, and users can take action on it using the AWS Management Console API, CLI or CD SDKs or infrastructure as code solution such as CloudFormation and Terraform. So even this My Applications is manageable via all this CLI, SDK and even CloudFormation or the infrastructure as code such as Terraform. You access applications, so users can quickly access any of their application from the My Application widgets by selecting it. You can compare application metrics. Users can compare key metrics for applications like cost of application resources and number of critical security findings for multiple applications. So you can monitor and manage applications. Users can assess application health and performance using alarms, canaries, and service level objectives from Amazon CloudWatch, findings from AWS Security Hub, and cost trends from AWS Cost Explorer service. They can also find compute matrix summaries and optimizations, and manage resource compliance and configuration status from the AWS Systems Manager. Okay, so my applications make use of the following services. So basically, when you create an application, let's say I create a test application which is under my application, I'll be using one of the following service to group the resources which are part of this particular my application. So these services which work under the hood to create your application. Basically, application is a actual logical unit, and it will have many different services under the hood. So you can arrange them. So let's say you are working on a project and you have an e-commerce application, and let's say project name like e-com application. So you create an e-com app and you just group together all the resources which are part. It could be some database, it could be some EC2, it could be say some via tags, service catalog, systems manager, and these are the services it will use under the hood. So it's app registry, app manager, Amazon CloudWatch, Amazon EC2, AWS Lambda, AWS Resource Explorer, AWS Security Hub, Systems Manager, AWS Service Catalog, and via tagging. And pricing, my applications on AWS is offered at no additional charge. There are no setup fees or upfront commitments. Usage charges for the underlying resources and services that the my application dashboard summarizes still apply at the published rates for those resources. So let's say you have an application which is using, let's say, a single EC2 instance. Only the single EC2 instances which is running you will have pay for that, but this is just for organizing multiple AWS services and resources in a better way. So next is AWS Management Console Private Access. AWS Management Console Private Access is an advanced security feature to control access to the AWS Management Console. AWS Management Console Private Access is useful when you want to prevent users from signing into the unexpected AWS accounts from within your network. With this feature, you can limit access to the AWS Management Console only to the specified set of known AWS accounts when the traffic originates from within your network. AWS Management Console Private Access supports only a subset of regions and AWS services. Unsupported service consoles will be inactive in the AWS Management Console. In addition, certain AWS Management Console features might be disabled when using AWS Management Console Private Access. For example, the default region selection in unified settings. And lastly, launching AWS Cloud Shell from the Management Console. So basically, there is a widget within the console toolbar or the console homepage, and if you just click AWS Cloud Shell, it will launch one of the three shells. So it's a browser-based. AWS Cloud Shell is a browser-based pre-authenticated shell that you can launch directly from AWS Management Console on the console toolbar. You can run AWS CLI commands against AWS services using your preferred shell. It could be Z shell, PowerShell, or Bash. So once you are in the Cloud Shell, you can choose the shell of your preference. And that's all. Thanks.